Sailrite sells a webbing strap kit. This video is going to show you how to build that webbing strap kit. Before we get started building it, let's show you how it works. Fasten the snap hook to your strap eye. Then firmly pull the webbing until your strap is nice and tight. Slide the loop lock down to secure the loose webbing. To loosen your webbing strap, simply slide the loop lock up. Grasp the webbing tail that we installed to the stainless steel webbing slider and pull it firmly up. That loosens the webbing so you can pull it through the slider easily. Then you can easily unsnap your hook. Let's get started and show you how to build it. This is a very easy kit to build. First, review the webbing slider. There's a larger side and a smaller side. That's an important note to take. Find the long length of webbing and cut two strips, one that's 18 inches and the other that is 6 inches. Preferably use a hot knife. Now take the 18-inch piece of webbing and feed it through the large end of the stainless steel slider, as shown here in the video. Thread approximately 1.5 inches of the one end, and then take it to your sewing machine and sew a straight stitch right along that edge to secure that in place. Now you take your webbing and loop it over as shown here in the video, and we'll do a box X stitch to the opposite end of the webbing here. This will secure both sides of the webbing, that first primary stitch and this loop that we made. Okay, a box X stitch is just a box with an X in the middle and several reversing's just to secure it in place. We're not going to show all that here, but you get the general idea. We'll now take the 6-inch length of webbing and we'll feed it into the slider as shown here. Notice that middle bar is higher, it's facing up. And then we'll loop it around here. This will be the tail that's used to disassemble the strap or to loosen the strap. We'll take that over the sewing machine and again sew a box X stitch. We're not going to show all that, but now we're going to take that long length of webbing and we're going to determine the appropriate length to cut it. To do that, measure from the tubing to the strap eye, the tubing where you're going to attach the strap to the strap eye, and then add 6 to 12 inches. Then we'll take that length after we've cut it and we'll attach the snap hook to it. Run one end of the webbing through the hook's rectangular opening and then sew it back on itself by about 2 inches. So here we're going to create another box X stitch to permanently secure this hook to the end of the webbing. This is what it looks like when it's done. Now we'll take that loop lock, which is a black plastic piece, and run it through the free end of the long length of webbing. We'll then run that webbing through the large opening in that slider, as shown here in the video. We'll go over the middle bar and back through the small side of that slider here. This leaves the free end of the webbing on the top of the strap. That is between the dodger frame and the strap eye, where it can be used to tighten the strap. To keep this strap from flapping in the wind, we'll sew that loose end to the loop lock, just as shown here in the video. Run it through the loop lock and then overlap itself by approximately 1.5 inch and then sew a box X stitch to secure that permanently in place. You should now be an expert at sewing box X stitches, so we're not going to show that entire process here, but here it is with the webbing strap complete. Since we don't want to take the Dodger or Bimini down, this is how to attach it to your tubing without having to take the canvas down. Just run it through that large loop. That's why we sewed that loop on so that it wasn't actually sitting flat. Feed the entire assembly through there, and this is what it looks like. A nice, beautiful finished strap that works beautifully.